Yeah, baby. Shit just got real. If you're already a part of the gang, salute. If you're new here, welcome. And for those who don't know, this is Grind Time, where we discuss tips on trucking safety, business, and being an overall professional. Now, if you like the content or found the information valuable, feel free to give the video a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button and tap that notification bell so that you'll be the first to be notified whenever we drop new content. Today, I got something special for y'all. I'm gonna take y'all along the journey of me going to pick up my first truck. Now, I've never done anything like this before. This whole process has been long and drawn out and has been long overdue. Nonetheless, we finally made it to the point to whereas we get to go pick the truck up. I don't know what to expect. I'm a bit nervous, but at the same time, I'm excited as well. And I just want to welcome y'all to come on the journey with me. With that being said, see y'all on the other side. Hopefully TSA ain't crazy. It don't, what's it gonna look like it is. So we out here, we finally figured out where it is I need to go so that I can get to my gate. I had to finagle some of this stuff. We got my cab binder. Had to put it in the laptop compartment of my bag. Then I got my clipboard down there that I was trying to, dangle around. Had to finesse it and put it on the tripod strap. You gotta get resourceful. Like, there's no way possible for me to carry all of this stuff and vlog this at the same time while I'm trying to, haul a luggage. It ain't gonna work. Remind me if it's a little spotty, because this is my first time doing this whole vlog and stuff. So I ain't used to this. I ain't the type of person that put people out of my business and stuff like that, but we're gonna be approaching TSA right now, so I might end up having to cut it off. If I do, see y'all in a minute. Okay. What was that? Yeah. You too. Yeah. Say hey to you too. We up to TSA. That's what I forgot. My neck coat. Damn it. Hopefully I can buy one in the airport and it don't cost me $100. This is my vlog setup. My YouTube vlog. So we back. We made it through TSA. Of course, you can't film in TSA because of security reasons. But finally through. Wasn't too bad. A lot less hectic than it normally is. Whenever I fly, I gotta take all my electronics out. Laptop gotta go on a separate tray. iPad gotta go on a separate tray. Drone, all of that stuff, you gotta take it out. On top of, taking your shoes off and all that kind of stuff. So it was pretty cool that we didn't have to take anything out of our bag. We just put our bags through, took our shoes off, stuff like that. Went through the scanner, but made it here. I just peeped that whole shot that I was gonna shoot was probably out of focus. It's crazy. But y'all gotta forgive me. Like I say, I'm new to this whole vlogging thing. This whole process is new to me, so bear with me. We're gonna get through it. We're gonna get through this journey together. But and this holding the camera thing ain't easy either. My damn arm tired. I don't know if it's because I got this fat ass book bag on, or if it's just sticking your arm out like this shit I'm gonna have one strong ass arm. I got like an hour and a half layover here before I fly to New York. I'm probably gonna try to get me something to eat real quick. Then call a hotel in New York to see if I can arrange some type of shuttle situation so that they can pick me up from the airport in Syracuse and shuttle me to the hotel. I'm gonna try to arrange that now so that I don't pretty much have to be waiting a long time once I land, because that could be a headache, trying to sit there and wait for shuttles and stuff like that. So yeah, this ought to be interesting to see how this whole situation plays out. And like I say, I'm gonna try and grab me a bite to eat. And see y'all in New York. Can't go wrong with a spicy deluxe. I think I'm gonna play it safe and go ahead and grab me some Chick-fil-A.
Now call you on this side when your order's over.
Just landed at Syracuse, and right now it's about midnight or just past midnight, I believe, and I'm waiting for an Uber or a Lyft. I think that was a Lyft that I requested. Nothing yet. Just pretty much waiting to see, if a driver go ahead and accepts it. If not, I think the Lyft is like $16 to go like 4 minutes from the airport to the embassy suites. If they don't accept offer to pretty much pick me up, then I'm gonna be forced to use like this little taxi service. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they charge like $30. If I can pay, $16-17 to go 4 minutes versus paying $30, by all means, I'm gonna do that. But I guess we're gonna wait and see what happens, and if hopefully this dang on Lyft come through and I ain't gotta pay $30. Yo, what up? It's day 2. I slept a little bit longer than I intended to. I planned on being up at like 7:30, but ended up getting in, a little bit later than intended. It was a little problematic trying to get a Uber or a Lyft out here in Syracuse. Seemed like this is one of those towns that kind of shut down relatively early, but so I ended up having to cancel my Lyft because it was like a driver took it, then he canceled it, then he kept pretty much saying that they was trying to find a driver. Hopped on the Uber app, ended up finding a driver that was there within like 3-4 minutes, like he was already pretty much on location. So I didn't end up going to sleep until probably like 3 o'clock Eastern time. So the initial plan was to be up and be at Penske by 7:30, but Had I done that, I wouldn't have got no sleep. So I ended up setting my alarm for like 8 o'clock, or for whatever reason my alarm didn't end up going off. But my lady, she ended up calling me like around 8 anyway. Got my day started later than I initially intended to, but I did get, some pretty decent sleep. So that should help me, when it comes to, putting this work in and this drive back, because gotta have sleep. If you're not getting rest, then you're gonna be no good to nobody, no good for yourself, no good for your family, no good to the other people that's riding on the road. So I'm not really tripping about the rest portion. I'm a advocate for safety first. I'm finna run down here and see what this continental breakfast is like. Hopefully they still doing it. If not, I'm gonna have to go ahead and grab me something to eat while I'm out. But I'm gonna go see what's up with this grub, see if I can get some food in me, and be back with y'all shortly. Yo, so unfortunately, they wasn't doing breakfast. They stopped doing it at 9, which is cool. I ain't really tripping too much, so I'm finna have to go ahead and just request this lift. So I'll go ahead and get over here and pick the truck up. And my lady said if they wasn't doing breakfast, just hit her up and she was gonna buy me breakfast. I'm like, so that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and request this lift and head over here and pick this truck up. Finally made it to pick up the truck at the dealer sale.
Here you go. Thank you. All right, let's go over the truck and then we can sign some paperwork, all right?
All right.
Sound like a plan?
Sound like a plan to me.
All right.
What everything looking like? Woo! Yeah, baby. Shit just got real. It's us. I'm excited. I'm gonna pop this hood, see what it's looking like up under here. Yo, so we back online. I had to stop recording. I wanted to capture the whole process. I'm pretty much locked and loaded and ready to go. Let me turn this 4-ways off. So I'm pretty much locked and loaded, ready to go. And I'm so glad that I didn't book a load in advance, because that would have been bad. Had I booked a load before I got here, thinking like I was gonna get here, get the truck, that wouldn't have been good at all. Because what ultimately ended up happening off camera, we pretty much had to change the batteries. Then there was an issue with the radio as well. So what ultimately ended up happening with the radio was like the auxiliary cord, as you can see, is messed up right there. So it's a shortage in it. Like you plug it up, it don't play right. So gentleman by the name of Brad, he ended up taking it, you know, upon himself. He went ahead and ordered me a new radio, which is pretty cool. He was going to try to order me one with the Bluetooth in it, but I think he said like the wiring is different or something like that for those radios. I'm not sure if that's actually the case or not, but he said he was just going to, you know, play it safe and just order the same radio that's in his truck currently, and which is cool. I don't have a problem with that. So he's going to order that for me. He said I should probably receive it by like next week or something like that. And then they had to replace all the batteries, so that was 3 new batteries, and that was pretty cool because I planned on doing that anyway, so that saved me some money, and that came pretty clutch. So, and how it ultimately ended up happening, when I was walking around doing my walk around inspection, I just making sure everything worked properly. I let down the lift gate, and when we let down the lift gate to let it back up, it kind of started stuttering a bit. And when it started doing that, you know, that's when Brad, he kind of told me like it may be because the truck had been sitting for a while, so maybe the batteries need to charge up or whatever, the system needs to charge up. So I pretty much sat for a minute, you know, kind of letting my phone charge and trying to figure out what was going on with the recording and stuff like that. And then the truck had maybe been sitting maybe 30 minutes to an hour at most. And so I went back around to mess with the liftgate again, see if it, you know, charged up and everything. And everything functioned properly, got it down. And then when I went to, you know, let it up, it let up properly. But then once I folded it in and went to do the final lift, that's when it started stuttering again. And then I went inside, let them know what was going on, and then backtrack. After I put it up and it started to stutter, I went to let it back down again, see if maybe it was something with, you know, the mechanism, how it was folded in. But once I did that and let it back down, let it back out again, tried to hit the switch, it just stopped. Like mid-air, the lift gate just stopped it. So that's when I went inside, let them know what was going on. They came outside, take a look at it, and then come to find out it was the batteries. So once they replaced the batteries, that, you know, fixed the problem altogether. So now we good to go. Next stop is me going to the fuel station. I gotta go top off the fuel in the truck, get on the scale so that I can see what my truck weighs, so that way I know how much weight I can legally haul. So next stop, fuel stop.